It's training camp season. Today we're looking at the New York Giants, and we're getting another look at Cam Skattebo. We got a good highlight package for you today of his clips from training camp working through drills. But before we begin, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at practice every day. We're looking at your favorite players, your rookies, guys from your favorite team, those position battles, and of course, guys you're getting ready to draft in fantasy football as we talk fantasy football every day. Click that button, stand to know of your players and what they're doing behind the scenes so you know if they're climbing the depth chart or not. We're looking at Cam Skattebo here today. 2.5 minutes of clips. We will loop this and keep talking ball like we always do because there's a lot to talk about, more than what we're seeing here. But here we are. Here we are. And this is from all the practices. I've been saving them. Back in the end zone. Catching it. Back in the end zone. What did we see at Arizona State? What did we see at the FCS level if you dug up that tape? Him getting work in the passing game. Here's another. There's Jameis. Getting it right out there. He's a bowling ball. He's a bowling ball. He's a thick dude. He looks like he always has pads on. He looks like he always has pads on. When he doesn't have pads, look at the feet. Look at the feet. Boom, boom. That's one from the high school tape to the FCS tape to Arizona State tape. You'll notice the feet and the vision. You'll notice that. I do have his high school tape on here on this channel. Let me know if you want me to dig that up. There we go, back corner. I did a montage reaction to all the rookie running backs, almost all of them, in their high school footage. Not all of them, but most of them. There he is. Just a good dude, really. Just a good dude. Just coming out with Jackson Dart, building rapport. Good mindset to him, too, if you listen to his interviews. There it is downfield. Bam. Bam, right in the end zone. Just getting work in the passing game. A lot of training camp for the running backs. A lot of mini camp and OTAs. Early training camp. Like the passing games where you're going to get that work and you see the footage. Here we go up the gut. Watch that feet. Watch the feet. Now we're going to take it. Two-hand touch, baby. Two-hand touch, baby. It's that vision, though. He's a lunch pail player. He's a lunch pail player. Lunch pail players are good at all phases. That's the thing about that. Good contact balance. His feet's nasty. Combined with his vision, his contact balance, his ability to spin out of tackles. There he is back there. 1,700 yards last year. 21 touchdowns on the ground at Arizona State. Here's a stat, and I was just playing around. It's not a take. Like, I don't have an opinion with it. I know it's just numbers being fluctuated. There he is, and I know there's context with it. Tyron Tracy, 2018 up till now. Over 1,700 yards. I think it's 1,738. And 15 touchdowns on the ground. Cam Skattebo last year, I think it was 1,711 yards and 21 touchdowns on the ground. I just thought that was fascinating. Tyron Tracy, former wide receiver, though, so it kind of skews the context. Very explosive, very elusive. We like Tyron Tracy. I also have a thing for Purdue players. Played baseball with Curtis Painter. That's kind of why. So I try to step back from Purdue players, but I also got a thing for Purdue players. But good catch the ball in the backfield. Very elusive. Former player at Iowa as well. Good player. I don't want to take anything from him. But I think this is going to be a good backfield, and I think these two can be a good combination. Like, I think they can really help each other out in this backfield. Like, Skattebo's just slick. He's just slick. He's got power, vision. He's elusive. Super gritty runner. Meat and potatoes running back. Anything that's called by the coaching staff, he's going to run it to a T. Look at his legs. Tyron Tracy came on last season. Good catch the ball in the backfield, but explosive too. You get Tyron Tracy the ball in space, he can house it. I think these two are going to work well with each other. There's a chance, though, that Cam Skattebo gets enough work where he's very viable in fantasy, though. And he's going into double-digit rounds. Round 10 on Underdog right now. That could change. That could change from these clips. And as more clips ramp up. That could change. It could get into round 9. Tyron Tracy's in round 9. Skattebo right now is in round 10. If you're on the turn and you double tap that, That's very risky. I don't know if you want all in on the Giants' backfield. I would diversify from league to league. That's what I would do. I don't know if you want to spend that much draft capital on the Giants' backfield. That seems too rich for my blood. But I would diversify between two. I actually do like both of them as prospects. I think something's going to flesh out where one of them is going to be a little bit more viable in fantasy football. And if an injury happens, I think you're going to really want that running back. I think Skattebo has a chance to exceed expectations due to what we saw at Arizona State. I think the Giants are going to love him. That was noted, that pass block snap on social media where I found it. Someone said they were worried about that. I will double down and go the opposite way here on the counter argument. That defensive line is nasty, and they've been tearing everybody up all week. That is what I've been hearing from the beat writers. They have been tearing it up. They have been getting good pushback. They've been getting into the quarterbacks. They have been tearing it up from the first string, second string, third string. Everybody has been tearing it up. The offensive line, everything has been getting torn up by them. That pass rush is going to be nasty this year. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty for the future as well. It's just going to get better. This is a team that if they can control the football, limit turnovers, but yet can push it downfield and be successful with Russell Wilson getting it to Malik Neighbors, and that defensive line cooks to expectations, but pushing past that to upside. And if you can get what we saw out of Skattebo, like comparable to what we saw at Arizona State, like he just takes over and Tyron Tracy plays well, you might be sneaking some wins here. Like a lot of people down on the Giants. Every team's got their what ifs. Every team's got their what ifs. But if you can patch some things up, the offensive line. One thing about this offensive line is they're going up against a battle every day right now in training camp. They're going up against a battle every day in training camp. If this was Madden, their overalls will be increasing a little bit more if that offensive line was on another team compared to that. Because they're going against battles every day in training camp. So how is that important? It's just when you go up against a team that's not as good on the defensive line, it'll feel a little bit easier. Now they're not all the way there yet. They're not all the way there yet. We know this. We know this is a long-term build, especially for Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's here to develop for the long term. It's going to take him some time. We're going to give him some grace. We're going to allow him to develop. He's made some throws, and he's also whiffed a few times in practice. It's to be expected. He's not a polished quarterback yet. We knew this coming out. We knew this coming out for the draft. Pass rush. That pass rush is nasty. That pass rush is going to be nasty for the Giants. All in all, we're here to talk about Skattebo. Good vision, gritty player, lunch pail player. He's going to bring it every day. Very elusive in the backfield. This is a guy that could be a cornerstone piece of this offense for a long time. This could be a guy that you may want to buy a jersey of in the future if you're a Giants fan. That's one thing about it. I think this team could be sneaky. They got to take care of the what-ifs. That's one thing I'm noticing. Like, man, if you can button this and this up, and I'm looking at a bunch of these teams here, and that's the great thing about training camp. Now, you'll know more once you're in September, October, but it's kind of like right in front of your face and being told to you by these games where you got to speculate more in July and August. You got to think about it a little bit harder. It's a little bit more work. You got to speculate, watch, pay attention more. That's the thing about this. You got to watch the back end of the depth chart. What's that rookie doing? Is that new quarterback's up to snuff? Is he connecting with his stud wide receiver? What's that offensive line doing? What's it looking like? Are they getting better? Or is it looking like what it looks like on paper and it ain't looking good? How's this going to play out? And it's like that with almost every team. There's only a few teams at the top, and the rest of them got to cover up them what-ifs. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.